I've made a bunch of Ninjago and more MOCs, and one day I saw this grey hinge plate and I was like, wow, this looks similar to the curve on my Dragon's Rising Monastery MOC, and that started the whole thing. So in this video I'll be showing you 10 different Ninjago MOCs that I've made mini. Let's go. So the one that started it all, my Dragon's Rising Monastery. So like I said, I used a bunch of these grey hinges and dark red angled plates, and used these brown snot bricks for the doors at the front. And I thought I was done, but then I remembered I made a training course, so that happened. I used a bunch of grey 1x1 plates for the platforms and a mini dragon statue. And overall I think I did a pretty good job of recreating it miniature. So I'll give this a 6 out of 10. Oh yeah, and the memorial. So yeah. The next one is my Evo mech for Master Lloyd, for which I basically plagiarized, took inspiration from this small Z-blob mech which came in a magazine. I really struggled for the weird sword things on the back. Yeah, it looks pretty trash. And it's finished. I'll be honest, I'm not proud of it. It looks like a Viking, I won't lie. I'll give this mech a 3 out of 10. There's barely any green on it, and I stole the whole thing. Then we have my custom Dragon's Rising Zane spinner, which I made a long time ago. I was struggling with how to make a 3-point angled plate thing, but just as things began to look dreary, I found this. An angled plate.
This is such a common piece. How did it take you this long to find, you fucking bloody idiot?
Shut up. Anyway, the rest of the build was fairly easy, and here's what I ended up with. I did my best, a 6 out of 10, okay? And the next miniature build is my Build Ninja MOC that I made for Radio DJ Robot's Build Ninja Monthly series. So I used a 4x8 dark grey plate as a base and just added some rock and plant details and the blue pillar thing. And the final touch, the big analog clock at the top with gold catapults. And then just added some more details like a mini clock. And for the interior details I added a orange portal, a brown desk, and for the layer above it an orange ball, gold, and the mini poster. I can't lie, this is probably an 8.5. The one thing I will say is that the brown door looks too big. Yeah, next one. The golden Evo mech. So I used a bunch of these white 90-degree plates to create the bend and a white rice hat with a gold heart. I don't know, okay? And the weapon just uses 2 pieces. The new smaller golden swords and a black stud with the hole. Yeah, I'll give this a 5. It just seems too wide. Then we have the Mateo mech. Not technically Ninjago, but I made it, so it's a MOC. I mostly just use previous techniques and snot bricks. If you're wondering why the guardrail is that colour, I don't think they make those in gold. And you can actually put Mateo on it. Kind of. Yeah, another 5. Mechs are just hard to make in miniature, man. And the next one is not really a MOC, but I made it and it's good. So shut up. my custom Ninjago stand, probably the simplest one to make. Just got a dark grey base plate and stacked black 1x4 plates. And for the Ninjago minifigures, I just got a bunch of different coloured studs. Can you guess what minifigs these are? Yep, the answers are on the screen now. How many did you get right? I mean, a 10 out of 10, innit? So next we have Jay's Golden Dragon. This one I made bigger in comparison to the others since I couldn't really make it any smaller. For the body I used a 2x6 dark blue plate and used a brown jumper plate for the seat and gold for the flags and stuff. And some trans yellow cheese wedges. For the legs I used the 90-degree plates since those are just too good. And for the tail I just stacked 1x1 plates and the smaller sword. I'll give this a 7.5 since the colours are a bit off. So for the second to last one we have Cole's Titan Dragon Evo Mech. So I used some snot bricks and these like droid arms and a trans orange tile in the centre. And again for the swords at the back, it's hard, man. I don't think it looks good, but I mean, yeah. And for the weapon I use a standard jungle swords. Yeah, again, it's a 5 out of 5. And for the final mini build we've got my custom Ninjago 4 Plus set. I don't actually know what it's called, but yeah. So this set actually features 3 different builds. So the first build is this red temple. So I used a 2x6 dark tan plate with this angled plate and stuck them together with blue tack. Shut up, okay, I don't want to hear it. And use these black slopes for the roof and golden swords. For the sword I just used a gold horn piece. And for the interior I just used a brown frosting piece and a black cheese wedge. It looks nice. 8 out of 10. And for the next build it's the villain car thing. I started out with a black 2x3 plate, some purple studs, silver horns and some translucent red studs for the spring launcher. It looks alright, to be honest. A 6.78 out of 10. Then we've got my favourite of these builds, Zane's weird jet thing. I used a 2x6 white plate, this clear tiny windshield piece, some dark azure swords, then I added these 2 clip pieces, and finally a fire flame piece. Honestly, an 8.7 out of 10. And that's my 4 Plus set made miniature. Overall I will rank it like a 9 out of 10 since this is probably the most accurate one. And those are all of the mini builds. I have no idea how this video turned out, but I'll see in it. Comment below if you hate them. And yeah, like and subscribe and share. Bye.